Where the heck are you bringing us, Angie?
I don't know.
What? Angie found a resting tree.
Which way should we go?
I don't know.
Hello friends, hope everyone is doing well. I'm just sitting here in the loft of the cabin. That's where my computer is, and so I'm getting ready to edit the video for Sunday, and I just wanted to explain a little bit about how we happened to get where we got. We've been doing a lot, but not really a lot. I've been working on my art. I don't know if I've actually shared much about that on this channel. I am an Alaskan artist, and I paint with acrylics on multimedia things. I take things from nature or just canvas. Sometimes I just use canvas, but a lot of times I'll take things from nature and paint on it and create things from nature. And so I create, I can pop in a few things here. I do paint on birch bark, and I create like 3D scenes with birch bark. It's hard to show that on the video because it's hard to see the 3D aspect of it. But then I also paint on these what they call an artist conch, or it's a hard mushroom that you can pull off the trees. Yeah, I paint these things from nature, and then I sell them in a little shop in the next town, in Palmer, at this little store called Homespun Alley. And it's this little gift shop that has all sorts of things, all homemade things from people that live right here in the valley, and then some just odds and ends, and tea blends and antique little things, and just all sorts of fun stuff, but a lot of homemade stuff. And so my art goes in there, and every piece of art that I do is 100% unique. I never do anything the same. So sometimes I really like the things I produce, and it's like I almost want to keep them because they turned out so great, and I'll never make another one like it, and I know that. And so so I just take pictures and let them go, and let somebody else enjoy them, because I can't have a house full of my own things. Anyways, that takes us to our adventure for today. So I've been wanting to go out and harvest some of these mushrooms, and I know of a really good trail that has a ton of old trees and is a great place for harvesting these mushrooms. And so a couple actually called, because 2 weeks ago we were going to go out and go hike this trail, and then I was just not feeling up to it. I was super tired and not feeling well, and I think it was windy that day, so we just canceled. And then so this last week that couple called, and they asked if we wanted to go hiking, and I was like, yeah. And they said, well, you pick the trail, since I'm a hiker and I know the trails. So I suggested a trail, and they went ahead and got there before we did. And that trail, the parking lot was just unplowed. They said that the snowbank was taller than the car, so there was no way even to get to the trail. So I'm assuming that the trail was not a trail. I mean, it's a trail in the summer, but it's not a trail in the winter. So then we decided to go to a different trail, which actually leads to that trail by way of many trails. And so we decided, okay, we're going to start there, because I know that trail is a ski trail, and it's probably more popular in the winter. So we go to that trail, and so our adventure begins on what we thought was going to be an easy little level-landed trail adventure. And we found things to be a little difficult. So here goes. So we start off on our trail, and for some reason somebody let me decide which way we were going to go. We saw lots of eagles, and unfortunately we saw a little fox that probably wasn't going to make it. I think it might have been injured and the eagles were surrounding it. But there was beautiful views completely surrounding us at this point. So this is the trail I chose. We're following a fence, and it just so happens to be near the sanitation dump. So that's why there was so many eagles. Although most of the sites are very beautiful. You can still see the mountains, and we're following. There are footsteps in this trail. There are snowshoe steps. Someone has been out here, but there's a lot of just moose prints. And then at some point, someone, maybe David, talked me into going down this hill.
Where the heck are you bringing us, Angie? What? The elusive mountain duck. Always heard but never seen. This is actually pretty decent rotten snow here. Hopefully you find another way up. This would be terrible to come back up. This is why we don't follow Angie typically.
So this is a pretty steep hill, and we're just finding our way down this hill. And of course they're blaming me because I went first, so I must be the leader. And so it must be my fault that we're going down here. Now we are truly just following a game trail. There's only moose prints down this trail. I think this is the summer trail, but no one apparently has used this trail this winter.
Gotta get myself collected here.
Oh, you get snow in your boots right now.
They're already in my boots.
Oh, bummer.
Right, that's how you do it.
Angie must be taking a break. Trailblazers like us that keep seeing.
Which way should we go?
I don't know.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Oh, it's trying to grow.
That's something leaning forward, you know?
Follow the leader.
Follow the leader, that's you? Ha!
I ran under the tree. I always missed that.
Look, there's a trail sign.
Where?
Right there.
So here we are out here on this game trail trying to either step in the moose prints or walk on the hardened snow, but we keep busting through and going up to our knees in the snow. So we're struggling just a bit here. So I've found one of the mushrooms that I want to harvest. So a friend of ours threw me his knife, and so I'm going to try to pry the mushroom off of this old dead tree. And I can't seem to get this one, so he's gonna give it a go and get that mushroom off there. This one actually has a stick grown through the middle of it, and so I want the stick intact with the mushroom because I think it's pretty cool. I ended up getting 2 little ones off this tree, but they were very pretty.
Yeah. Come on, grasshopper. You're not doing it, see? You gotta walk
This
like
is
a
funny
grasshopper.
stuff.
Lightly on your feet.
Well, give me a hand, Lightfoot.
You know. Easy, easy.
We're gonna make it.
Angie found a resting tree. It's a little big for you. You can't touch the ground.
I can't.
Oh wait, that's pretty typical anywhere you sit anyway. Are we lost?
Now I gotta get down.
I don't know, but it's getting very challenging.
Hey leader, are we lost?
No.
Why do you keep looking away?
There's 2 more.
50 eyes.
Over here.
We gotta ask, he's gonna.
So we finally found our way off the game trail and out onto a power line, and we followed the power line snow machine trail all the way back to the fence, and then we knew we just follow the fence, and then we get back on the trail and back to our car. So here I am. Out here hiking the trail alone because David took off into the woods, and so I got to the top of the hill and I decided I'd stop and wait for him while the other two headed on. So 15 minutes later he calls me and says, I found another trail and I'm headed out a different way. So he's off on his trail alone. The other two are probably back at the car by now. And I'm out here wandering around in the woods by myself. Okay. So, not too far from the parking lot, like a half mile. So, whew, that was quite the hike through, wading through deep snow, over brush, and finding our way. But it was fun. Oh, very tiring. All right, we made it back to the car. We made it out of the, was that a trail? We made it out of the woods.
Well, there was a trail there till you took over leading.
You let me. Anyway, on the way back, somebody found the trail.
Yeah.
It's a nice groom
It was
trail.
a nice groom
It
trail.
wouldn't have been nearly as much fun.
No.
Yeah. Being knee deep in snow and struggling and not knowing where you're at was a lot more fun.
Well, I think we got some of our best stuff out there in the woods, so you wouldn't have found that on the trail.
No. I don't know if the people that we went with will ever go with us again. But, you know.
They will. So, they just have to sleep for a couple days. They'll be fine.
They might choose the trail.
Now that they know it's there.
All right. Back to work.
My beard's not all frosty. It's all wet now. But it's not frosty. Frosty went away.
All right. So these are some of the mushroom treasures that I found. And this is the one with the stick growing through it. That's pretty cool. Got some little ones. And then yeah, they're hard wood on the back. And they're almost a velvety on the front. This is a double. They grew side by side. So I will be able to do something imaginative, creative with those. Thank you guys so much for coming along on our wonderful Sunday fun hike. And we would ask that you would consider subscribing to our channel and not missing any of our fun adventures. And if you would like and comment, let us know what's going on where you live. And we will see you again next Sunday.